You might not be building a $5 million house, but we're gonna walk you through this one and show you some home features that you might be able to add to your new build. Should I try to do a cartwheel?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh. Look, outdoor fireplace in the front. So now they can sit out here, enjoy the fire. That's a cool feature I literally have never seen on any new house yet. All right, here we go. Floor to ceiling trim as soon as you walk in. And then you enter the living room, which is just insane. Look at these lights, how massive they are. Now, we're not in the right tax bracket to be able to afford these lights, but you can see how important lighting is. I always thought they're bullshit, but Kippy told me lighting is so important, and now I see why. But here, this is what I want to show you. This fireplace right here, they used plaster to make it match the stucco on the outside of the house. So I posted about this earlier on social media, and that was a huge question. So if you're looking to have this done at your house, you're gonna need a plaster guy. And the project manager here, John, was telling me these dudes are like artists and they're really hard to nail down. So if you're trying to get this look, just know it's gonna cost you a pretty penny, but as you can see, it's totally worth it. And then you have the built-ins. So the built-ins are actually built in. So all of us are so used to seeing the built-ins that are just cabinets off the wall. Planning ahead, these ones are built in and you can see they look amazing. All right, you just hit this button right here?
Yep.
Check this out. Absolutely essential. So these are gonna keep all the bugs out. You don't have to worry. One thing I've learned, we just moved here to Dallas, and for whatever reason, the flies were out of control. And this absolutely solves it. 0 flies. So yeah, I'll stop it before it goes all the way down. But look, check out this pool right here. I'm convinced that this is the perfect setup. You walk right out to the steps and you have your hot tub over there, but then you have steps over here because over there's the master. So you could walk right out and step down. Dude, it's like the perfect setup. So here's something crazy. This builder they're called New Leaf Construction, and I will say they built an insane house. But here's what's crazy about these guys. They have an in-house builder and pool design and designer all in one. So me and Kippy are pinching all of our pennies. I've been selling feet pics, trying to get extra money to pay for them to build us a house. So we'll see. Get in there. All right, and then coming in here, dude, my favorite part is this sink right here. I know it seems simple, but one lever action. And then up here is hot. This is cold. This is off. Look how clean that is. I told Kippy I would like a hand pump for soap, and she told me what?
No.
She likes it clean, which I do too. It looks so awesome. Here's another thing for the kitchen that you can add to your house. If you have, I know you have dealt with this problem at your house right now. If there's food in here, the sink is on one side. So get that drain onto that one end so then you can just chase food down instead of doing the game where you're following it around in a circle to get it to go to the center drain. So think about that on your new build.
Appliances, I don't see them.
Appliances. All right, you know what's coming. This massive fridge, just a second one. Like, yeah, that is pretty insane. But I love the digital in there. So this is a Sub-Zero fridge and freezer.
And the dishwasher?
And then here's the other panel ready dishwasher, which it blends in so good because look, on the other side, the symmetry is next level. This is where the trashes will be.
Immaculate.
Yeah. All right. Pantry. So as you're coming around here, you got your microwave, and then, so that we're not even really technically in the pantry yet, but what about the sink? Kippy loves the sink.
Yeah, I loved how they took the countertop and brought that down as the apron rather than putting in like a big bulky white farmhouse sink. They just used the countertop material. It looks so good.
Does that mean farmhouse is done?
It's out.
It's out.
over, baby.
Okay, pantry. Dude, this is so good, Kippy. She loves these.
All the pull-out shelves.
Because there's no handles, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of looks,
But
how's
I
that
just like
pantry
the
look?
pull-out. They're not open drawers, you know?
Oh,
Like the open type thing, you know? Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then over here, you can see we're back in the kitchen. So we just did a little circle.
Let's have a moment for this insane chandelier.
But show them the detail that you...
Yes. Okay, so the detail that I loved so much about it was the fluting up at the top, and it comes down, goes smooth, right, and then back into fluting. So gorgeous. I When I first saw it, I could not stop looking at it. I love it.
How much? Do you remember?
I actually could not even find that one.
Handmade, custom. Dude, okay, look at these HVAC vents. So these linear vents, John was telling me that there's actually a cover that goes on here, but these guys decided to paint it black just because it looks more sleek, which I 1000% agree. But hands down, if you haven't seen these before, these are gonna take everything over. These will be the new HVAC vents that your kids will get used to seeing for sure.
But they even take it a step further and paint inside the channel black.
Yes, everything inside black, which, let me show you this right here. So these older style vents, these are black, and you can see this style in here. Look at these are so clean. Those are black. So, oh, here's another one that I saw recently on Instagram, painting inside the pocket doors black. This one looks good, it's white, no problem. But I've seen some where they're painting them black inside. So from a distance, when you see the reveal, so like come over here. So if you paint the inside of the pocket door black, it kind of matches. See how it's like dark here? That dark will also be dark inside there if it's black. So just one little feature, nothing big, tiny little things. Okay, for those of you that fancy the drink, you're gonna really love this. All right, iron door, dude, it is stout. Locked for when your drunk aunt visits and wants to drink all the booze. But check this out. So you come in here, wait. So look at this seal right here. It's just like an exterior door. Nothing crazy, but that just seals the door tight because inside here, it's cooled. Right, you feel it?
Ooh, yeah.
So it's a little mini cooler for your wine. And man, this is just so awesome. Okay, just lock you in there, ready?
If you're not into wine, what could you use this for?
That's a really good question.
Cool.
What would you use it for?
Probably my skincare.
Dude, look at that. So they have their LED lighting, which they could have got away with just having like mounted LED lighting. You wouldn't really see it from here. You might see it from way over there, but they just went a little bit further and had it recessed inside the shelf.
It looks really amazing, but so everyone can get a full scope of this dining room because it is art.
And you know, Kippy, this has been the center of attention. So we visited this place a couple times before they got to this stage, and everyone talks about this light right here. So if we can find it online, we'll link it.
I already found it.
Did you? How much is it?
2,000.
$2,000. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I can swing $2,000 for a light, but if I could, I would.
We can.
We can?
We will.
See what I have to deal with? All right, see the stairs? Now, you could definitely add this to your build. Utilizing the storage underneath your stairs, they probably went all the way around, huh? So if you see your house framed up, that's something you can ask your builder for. Can I get access under the stairs? You'd be so surprised how often it's closed off and filled with trash most of the time. So if you see it, it's definitely worth asking about.
Okay, look at, just admire. Just
Wow.
admire. No overhead light fixture. It's just
Dude,
on
that
the
is
side.
cool. That's the first I've seen of it.
And then, wait, turn off the main one. And now we just have a
Man.
nice subtle glow. I am obsessed with the scalloping on that vanity. Such a small detail that I love so much about this bathroom. But then, scallop tile.
And then look at the entry of the shower. Smooth as butter.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's like the more time we spend in here, the more little goodies we find.
Guest bedroom. I love how they did the bump out with the window there. So you could put your curtains inside the window if you want to do curtains.
Oh,
Right?
yep.
Very cool.
So closet, we'll keep it moving. Okay. All right, I think we're fair game to go this way. So past the kitchen, here we go. This is my favorite, the office. So right now they have it set up as kind of like a sitting room, meeting room, but if you could imagine, swing over here, Kippy, the office desk goes here, which I've noticed is a big deal now. Everyone's on video calls, so your background really matters. These guys have an insane background. They could even put a TV here. I'm sure there is in-floor outlet right underneath this table. And then your floor to ceiling windows right there. Those are awesome. Do you want to see in the garage?
Yeah, because, well, let's look at these built-in mudroom cabinets first. I really like them.
Are those faux?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are legit. Oh my gosh, Kippy, look how clean it is. So we just left our house in Augusta, Georgia, and we had an epoxy floor, and now we don't. And if you are on the fence about getting an epoxy floor, do it, do it, do it. These guys, what else did they do? Oh, insulated garage doors. This is another one. I never thought we needed it in Georgia, but then we had the little gym area that we put in there, and I wanted to add a heater. Dude, the heater wasn't doing anything because these things just get cold as ice. Having them insulated would have been a night and day difference. Here's a really good example. You want enough room to pull a truck in. If you have a truck, a lot of people have trucks, you need this extra room where it might be really tight if you don't check your depth. I think, what was it, 24 is in the checklist. I have a home building checklist if you're interested. It's at builderbrigade.com. But in there, it's 24 foot at a minimum, 26 even better, so that you can at least walk around where the hitch is on your truck. What else, Kippy? I see you looking.
Something else that the project manager said that they do specifically in their homes is textured walls in the garages because they get a lot of nicks and scratches and dings. So it makes the walls in here lower maintenance.
So everyone wants that nice smooth wall. Look at this texture. Stand back. You can't even tell unless you get up really close to it. So I don't know. If you're on the fence about texture on the wall, I'm going for it on our next build. I just don't think it's worth it. Okay, so if you look over here, that is the kitchen.
Yes.
And then the office is behind me. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna head over to the primary, which you're in for a treat. This is what Kippy and I are calling the wellness room. And you could be used for an office, you're overlooking the pool, but having this little area, I'm telling you, I don't know, every house here seems to have 2 living rooms. I would much rather have a little wellness area. What would you put in the wellness area?
Red light therapy, PEMF max.
Let us know in the comments, what would you put in your wellness room? Because I think a massage chair would be amazing. Yeah. All right, so then the wellness room is this insane primary bedroom. Is it doing it any justice right now?
I don't think so.
Look how grand, that light is so cool. And there's like a vaulted ceiling here in the sitting room that has the fireplace overlooking, Kippy, the pool. They have artificial turf out there. It'll be green all year long. I can see Kippy salivating over there because we're about to go into the primary bath. First and foremost, look at the vanity mirrors. So they have windows on their entire backsplash of the vanity. So to be able to have a mirror, they went ceiling mounted. And man, that looks so good. You can imagine all the light that you're getting in here in the morning. And then swing it over here, Kippy. And you got the dual his and her shower with a sitting bench, your own niche. Even though I know I probably wouldn't be allowed to have a niche, huh? No. So now that I've showed you the primary bedroom and bathroom, here are some things that you can add to your house when you're building, which would be, if you're gonna go with ceiling mounted vanity like this, make sure you put in blocking so you have a nice solid mounting surface. John, the project manager, was actually telling me they ran into issues. They had to do it after the fact. So think ahead on that. Blocking for things like hand towels so you don't have to worry about drywall anchors. Another thing is if you're going with a tub like this, where do you want your drain, right? So you got a center drain here. Some drains might be here, but when you sit in there, you want to be facing this way, overlooking something. You don't want the drain up your ass. So all these little things add up, and I have, like I mentioned before, I have a checklist that talks about all that stuff. But yeah, what else could people be adding to their home if...
Just small things, like this built-in storage right here, this built-in bathroom storage. It looks so good when it's not a door.
Yes.
You know? It's just a built-in cabinet inside the framing. They did it over here too. It looks so
I love that
elevated.
bench right
It's hard
there.
to wrap. I know.
Here's something I'm starting to see more of are these floor mounted doorstops. And I like how they mount them so close to the hinge so they're not sticking out here. You would think that they would be mounted out here, but they totally work being that close and out of the way. I really like that. Oh, don't forget about your favorite knobs. Kippy really likes the style right here, but I love that right there in the bedroom. Just, I would want a coffee. Yeah? Okay.
You'd probably wake me up with it though. Maybe that's not a good idea.
Maybe like here, like, okay, let's go upstairs.
So there's 2 staircases in this one. One on the east wing and one on the west wing.
Yes. Man, look at, we haven't even been up here yet.
Nope.
Holy crap. Look at this. I guess this is like a bonus room.
Game room.
Wow, this is freaking awesome. Baseboard. So here's a good example. Shoe molding and quarter round. They did no shoe molding and no quarter round. So if you're on the fence about that, this is what it looks like without. So you got to make sure your floors are nice and straight so you don't get like a bunch of gaps. They have some caulking here on their seam, but if you're going for that look, that's something you got to think ahead on. It's actually pretty legit. What if I fell asleep right now? Hey, I like it. You want to try it?
Yeah, I've always wanted to read Leonardo da Vinci, Renaissance man.
Yeah, that's where you hide all your weed. All right, let's go. Oh, dude, look at this.
Oh my God. Whoa.
So you know how I was talking about an office before? No office is complete without one of these. A magnifying glass.
Wow.
Seriously though, this background is legit. I don't know if I would put a TV back there, because if you're doing, like if you're working here and you're doing calls and stuff,
Yeah,
I would want like a
you
big
did Samsung frame TV and then you change the art. Boom.
That's why we keep you around, Kippy. Did you show them the ceiling?
Samsung? Yes.
And speakers. The black on the dark green. Look, black speakers.
You know what
Dude, they
interesting
murdered it.
is
Murdered it.
The lighting hits this room in different places. When you first walk in, it looks like it's a almost tricorn black room, but in places where there's natural lighting, it's green.
And the trim around the lights, black.
Okay, but look at this.
Oh my gosh.
This is how you know you've got a good designer. We're green. And then we're white. That's insane.
It's another bedroom. This is cool. Man. I'm obsessed with floating vanities.
Nice, me too. I love the use of lighting over there.
Look, so this shower right here, you could go fiberglass tub and still go tile with a little niche and go all the way up, and you're going with a cheaper tub. I feel like this is not a cheap tub at all, but for those who are trying to pull off a cheaper tub, they could get away with doing something like that, right? Here's another thing. When you're having your house built, the tub always gets damaged, it seems like. So get a piece of foam and some plywood on top. I got that from Jonathan over at Southern State Builders. He does that on all his builds, and it protects the tub during construction and will save your tub. A lot of times they can be cleaned, but I don't know, you get a deep scratch, it's not getting cleaned.
Wow. I love the tile in here. What do you think about those niches being kind of lower? I really like them.
I do too. Yeah. That's a good point. They're like that in every single one. Man, I really like this. Do you like this finish?
Yes, I love it. I just noticed it on the wall where they have their towel fixtures.
That's another place for blocking.
I also love that they take the lighting and put it on the sides of the mirror in all their bathrooms. They don't do it directly overhead. I feel like that gives it such a much more expensive look.
I'm going through all the bathrooms in my head.
Oh, an exhaust fan in
What?
laundry room? That's new.
So you got the recessed vent, of course, but man, this is, because I can't stand folding laundry and not having like a place to fold it.
Yeah, you never fold laundry. But the thing about those is that you always have to have front loading.
Do you not like front loading?
I've never had front loading.
That
I
seemed,
bet I will like them.
that seemed like a dig on me.
I guess we'll never know.
Look at this lighting underneath. Flush. I can't believe they put an exhaust fan in there. That's so cool.
What's that? What is that?
What?
I think that's the media enclosure.
It is. This is why we keep you around, Kippy. Yeah, so these are all the cameras right now that they have. And man, so mini network room. I've talked about it a million times. Have a dedicated spot where all your cat cable can come into, because as time goes on, cat cable is gonna run everything. So you can run lights on your cat cable. You can run video and data all on cat cable. So find one room, they'll have plenty of room in here. I just saw another house that you could like walk in and it was like an actual room. But yeah, don't forget that. Another room overlooking, man, it's overlooking a really nice truck. Did you see that?
You know what? That is a nice truck, and I bet it's for sale.
No, no. Oh man, look at this. Hey.
Love.
Called it.
This is what I really like about
Look
it.
at that.
I know.
Not
Oh
underneath.
my God.
Not underneath the shower head. That is cool.
Love it. I love that style of faucet. That is so cool. Yes, Dennis, that is such a good point. They're putting the faucet on that side, fixture on that side.
Mm-hmm. With the niche underneath.
Yes. The reason that I like this lighting, and Grayson would love it too, is because of just the summer lighting. It's
What do you guys
so
call it?
moody.
Moody.
We love it. We love the mood. We love the vibes.
So I hope you found some features for your new home build. And if you want a bunch more, I have some in my checklist over at builderbrigade.com. And we also just went live with our app. So you go into any of your app stores and just search Builder Brigade. There's a community feature in there that's free. Post pictures, videos. We're looking at every single one, replying to every single one. So I hope to see you in there.
Bye.